So guys, I welcome you to the final episode for the course of short course for Python beginners. This is the final episode, and this episode we just want to talk about the potentials of Python. So in the first episode, I mentioned that Python is a multi-purpose program, and you can put Python to a great number of uses. You can put Python to a great number of uses, and there are very numerous ways you can make use of Python. So let's see. Basically, there's something I've been trying to show you guys. That is a um a sample of code. So Python can also be used for making games, for making apps, and so on and so forth. There was a particular game I saw, Py game. So that shows that let's look at this user interaction. Okay, let's first of all, hello world. Let's open this game. So now you can see that this is basically Python. For information, this is Python, but this is a very complex code. I don't want us to focus too much on this code. In my next Python course, I'll be dealing with much more. We'll be able to talk about all these imports, all these um, complex functions. So we'll talk more about function in my next Python course, but this is just a course for beginners basically. So let's execute this code and see what it gives. So this is a game that was gotten by writing in Python. So this is a hello world. It gives an output of hello world. So this is basically one way you can apply Python. You can use it to make games. And one other application of Python, which I'll also be exploring in my second course, is using Python for back-end development. That is when you use it with when you want to use Python for back-end development, you more likely be making use of its frameworks such as Django and Flask. So we'll be talking about all those ones in subsequent videos. So let's talk about another sample of Python code. So it's something that I get excited about because it's a game, yes. Not just because it's a game, but it's kind of something that you guys need to understand the extent and how useful Python code is. So let's extract bouncing ball. So I'm extracting the file now. It's kind of like a code, and this code is for a ball that will be bouncing. So this is the code that does the magic. So when we execute this code, you see what happens. So we'll have a bouncing ball, obviously. So this bouncing ball, I need to get rid of this keyboard. So this is a bouncing ball in Python. It actually changes the direction based on which side of the screen it hits. So let me modify this code to make it faster. So I actually did something like that earlier. I actually modified the code to make it faster. Let's increase the speed to let's say to 8. Let's make it twice faster. So this is an array of speed. So now let's execute this code. So you will notice that. So just tell me what you notice in this code in the comments below. You can see. So did you notice that it's twice faster? So that is basically to show that everything in your computer has been set, and you can always modify this stuff. We also have something known as rooting of phone. You can root your phone to gain more authorization over some settings in the phone. But basically, this is a demonstration of the fact that computers are totally mutable. So you can always change stuff in computers, and each of the predefined settings they are always programmed, and you can also always change parameters. So before you can tweak stuff, you need to understand what you are doing. So hopefully next course we'll be going deeper into Python. So let me introduce you to some of the concepts. So this is a thumbnail of my next Python course. So this will be the course I'm doing next. So learn Python with Gladstone. So obviously we're having a lot of plans for this. So this is supposed to be a very big course. So by the time I release it, you can check my channel. So that will be later this month, shortly from now. And This course we'll be talking about a lot of stuff like introduction. We'll be giving a proper introduction on Python in this course. Also, we'll be talking about the features of this course. We're talking about history of Python. We will give you the history. History is very good if we are going to need to know the future of Python. So we need to know the history. But so Python is a very very old language, and it's surprisingly simple because most of the time there's a stereotype with old tech that they are often difficult to understand. But Python is kind of the odd man out. It's extremely simple even compared to relatively recent programming languages. And we'll talk about the applications of Python. We'll talk about how to install Python on your computer. We'll talk about different programs that can run Python. Then variables. We'll talk about these variables, which I've introduced to you guys in this beginners course. So variables and the different classes of variables, and then we are going to be doing extensive demonstration. We also have the data types and all the rest. So basically, that is those are all the cool stuff that we'll be doing on this next Python course. So I implore you check out my channel for more courses. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next course.